Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining Empowerment Network. I'm Comfort Confor speaking to you from the United Kingdom. And of course, again, I have my dear beloved brother here in the house, Keith Marret, all the way from the United States of America. I'm not sure, Keith, forgive me, I've forgotten whether it's
You're
Canada or
right. Yeah, you're right. New
yes.
York, New York to be exact.
Thank you for joining me again, bro. I'm happy to have you here once more. Thank you. Do you
Well,
want to say hi?
yes, I'm happy to be here. Let me say hello to all those in we call it online in the online space, those in Africa, those in the Caribbean, and those in Europe and United States, of course, and Asia and wherever else you are. Welcome, welcome. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy to be here again. I wasn't looking for a part two so quickly, but hey, I think we made a great connection. This is our sister Comfort, so I'm excited again to share.
Indeed.
Um, yes, I'm ready to go. Whenever you let me go,
Yeah.
I'll just turn it loose and go.
All right, sure, bro, sure. So, guys, I would really like you to join Keith and myself in this conversation because we actually agreed on the fact that on passive, we and as on passive, we are different. We are not the same like what people have seen out there. So, Keith, what do you want to say about this, please?
Oh man, different. That's a great word. First, let me say, if you notice that Comfort and I are in similar colors, I didn't. This wasn't planned, y'all, because I'm seeing white and pink somewhere there, and I got my pink tie on, so I'm ready to go. All right, but difference that's very important. Um, uh, very important word when we say different because sometimes different for many people is the same thing. I could say, well, I've been in a part of many different opportunities online, many opportunities. And like I've said in my previous interview, I've tried the lotions, the potions, the pills, the thrills, the offline stuff, the online stuff, the product, the tactile, it can touch, taste, feel, smell. Some were just, more computer stuff, software stuff. But what was the same was the framework. See, though they were different, it didn't make me successful because they were different. So even though it can be different, is how different are you, and what are the difference? Is what I'm thinking. All right. And so this morning I was going to work. This idea came to mind. So you have the iPhone and you have the Fly phone. They're both phones. All right. They both have a screen, probably buttons or swipe. They both have that and different programs inside of it and different things you can do with it. But if I say to my phone, fly to me, and the phone were to fly to me, that's a very big difference from me going to pick up that phone, wherever it is. If I could say, fly phone, fly to me, and the phone leave the kitchen and come to my car or come to my room, that's a big difference. And so I'm gonna let this marinate for a little bit because I'm gonna let Comfort bring the unpassive thing, and then I'm gonna elaborate on that because when I say difference here, it's for real. Now
Right.
I am known to be at times a bit animated and probably excited, but if you want to get serious, I'm at a serious time right now. This is I'm laughing. I can't even keep a straight face. I'm horrible that way, but
Right.
but this is serious. Listen,
Right.
the world right now is going to a serious transition.
Hmm.
The world is in pain. The world is looking for answers. And we know that it's not only on a physical plane, but also on the spiritual plane.
Hmm.
But to be practical about things, people are looking for jobs, means, ways. And so folks look to government sometimes with too much of their heart, hoping that somebody out there will come and save them, hoping that somebody would make a difference for them and their families. And so we are in serious times. And I can speak from being a part of so many different opportunities
Mhm.
and the pain and the hurt and the disappointment I've had. Even with my enthusiasm, I realized that, God, if you're there, can you send something that really works. Somebody with the right heart, you
Right.
know.
Amen.
And if you talk about difference here, let's start with our CEO. Let's just start right there. Can we start right there?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you just start it for me, and I'll pick it up.
Yes, yes, sure. You know, when you say unpassive is different, you can say a lot.
Yes.
There's this book, it's actually gospel Bible based. It's a, by Curtis Hudson. The title of the book says Things That Are Different Are Not the Same. You know,
Uh-huh.
I always, for some reason, I do borrow that a lot because it just fits well with unpassive. Unpassive is different. That's why it's not the same like all of the the things you've seen, the lotions and emotions and the theories and the thrills and the pleas and all of those, right? So what we need to make clear here is the fact that Mr. Mufara is not coming to reinvent the wheel. Because if it's AI, it's here. People are already using it.
There you
If
go.
it's these products, we have seen them. And there's nothing he's doing, even the single sign on, everything he is doing, we have them out there. What makes it different? It is a family, first of all. It is the heart, like you are demonstrating out there. The intention behind it to uplift humanity. It is the level platform that they're putting here that I can stand on top, that I can, me, you, and myself, even Donald Trump, whoever comes on this platform, we all are the same.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to do with me going to the top and then getting you to push me to the top or push me to the down or this or this. No, we all are on the level platform. Even my auntie down the village who weaves her baskets, she joins
Mhm.
today. We all are on the same platform. She can't read, she can't write, but she weaves her baskets and puts them out there on unpassive. We
Mm.
are the same. That's what makes the difference. You know,
Yeah.
it's a movement. Last Sunday, Keith, we were talking about unpassive as an ideology.
Mhm.
Ideology,
Theology.
what is embedded in ideology, values, ethics, and everything good, uplifting humanity, and all of those, that idea that people buy into it, that belief, and then they hold tight to it. Unpassive
Mhm.
is that thing that people have been looking for centuries. To the best of
Yes.
my understanding, I'm not good at history. If somebody did it, forgive me, I don't know yet. But then it comes now, it's that different because Mr. Mufara is like, I would like to quote people a lot today. Again, Sunday, Jean was like, when you hear the word ideology, the world is so corrupt that they have twisted it to be something so political and it only attributed to negativity. But
Mhm.
then the unpassive, the ideology behind unpassive, everything unpassive is positive. It's uplifting humanity. It's love. It's concern for one another. Like yesterday, our big brother, Stewart
Mm.
says, listen, where we are now, it just needs that you can go on internet, then you are
Yes.
fine. And he is very, very, very excited. And then one thing he said again, he says, in other businesses, you see people fighting each other. Truly, I've seen relatives and friends fight each other because I spoke to my customer and then she came from behind and stole my customer and stuff
Mhm.
like that because
Mhm.
they want to climb the pyramid. In unpassive, I don't care. You and myself, we just sit here and pitch it, and then people take it and run away with it, get people
Yeah.
join. All we want is people to join. We don't care
Yes.
wherever they are placed. Once you are inside the platform, you are in the family and you feel safe.
Yeah.
Everybody feels safe with everyone. Whether I'm making sense or not, that's how I look at it as of now,
Mhm.
Keith. I'll
Yeah.
let you take because I can go on and on. That's how I think from my own perspective that unpassive is different. Yeah.
See, now you got me warmed up now, Comfort. You got me warmed up now. So let's take it from this point, right? Most people, obviously, a lot of people, when they see a video like this, they may start off with having the wrong impression. We're not saying to you or asking you to leave what you're doing. We're not saying to switch and start over again. We're saying you're on this journey. And guess what happened? You've seen those long, we call it distance runners. We have the 20K or the 15K. Along the way, we are the cup of water for you, man. They have to rehydrate you. Or that banana out there to give you potassium. We are the one down the block to say, hey, keep going, keep going. We're not here to distract you from what you're already doing. Some of you out there, you love your tactile. You love to feel and smell your stuff and enjoy your soap and your health and wellness products. I have no issue with that. I've been there, done that, and that's okay. Keep doing your thing. Some of you out there, you may be into cryptocurrency, maybe Bitcoin, and you're having success there. We're not saying leave that alone. We're saying not only do we want to appeal to you, but the single mom who just don't have the time. She has 2, 3 kids. Her husband left her, or better half left her, or other half left her. In other words, I won't say better, but other half left her. And here she is trying to go to school. She comes home, she's exhausted. She can't go in a master class. Do you know how many people try master class and didn't finish it up? And they started and paid money, started a program, 7-day program. But the way it's designed, if you miss one day, then you fall behind. And you got to keep it going. So it eliminates so many people who are working and trying to make ends meet. So what Unpassive is saying, imagine you're with a company where you do not have to recruit a single solitary person to win. You're going to ask mama name or papa name or auntie name. You just pretty much get in and stay plugged in and engaged. And you're going to win. It is that simple. Who's going to say, come on board and don't worry about ownership? Who's going to say to you, come on board, and every upgrade we have, you pay no extra? Who's going to say so many times, unlimited, unlimited, unlimited? Who does that? And so we're talking about, if you're new to the online space, you know, there are these books, they call them books for dummy. Not that you're a dummy, math for dummy, your Spanish for dummy. I mean, I had those books because I didn't like math or Spanish. So I had the math for dummies, and it helped me, right? So not trying to be insulting, but the point is that to say you could be at a very new, you could be very new to the online space, but you can find a home overnight, a family overnight. That doesn't happen like that anywhere else. And so that's why we're inviting you that, listen to me, you want to position yourself and your family. Do you know how many people who were visionaries who saw Unpassive, and when they saw it, they were like, oh, my aunt, my uncle, my son, my nephew, my niece, they didn't even wait for them to even figure it out. They didn't even wait for them to figure out what it is. They said, because I see it, I got you. And many people are going to find out and say, oh my God, mommy, oh, God bless you, daddy, thank you for seeing what I didn't see. Thank you for seeing ahead. They're going to thank you, and they're going to, I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing when they come back and tell you, thank you for being a visionary. There are not many visionaries in the world. They're far and few in between. But for those of us who see this thing, that's why we can't help but to talk about it and share it and broadcast it on the mountaintop, because we know that we're not in something that's burdensome, and so we're not putting you into something that is burdensome. We're not stressed out, so we're not putting you into something that stress you out. We're not paying all this heavy money, so we are not putting you into something we got to pay all this heavy money. We're not there where you have to do the meetings every week or every day. So when you become a part of this family, the same applies to you. All right. And I tell folks all the time, we're not here to promote laziness. We're not here to promote,
Exactly.
promote some kind of pie in the sky. Don't get it twisted here. All right. Because not many people can wait 1 year for something, or 2 years, or 3
Yeah.
years, or 6 years for something to happen. Yes, still, that's okay. How about a dance? I was like, wait a minute, comfort here.
I know.
But
That's my son. Now Keith is dancing. Thank you, bro.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Right? But I tell folks all the time, I mean, we have gold mine here. Talk about a lot of ticket. You have folks who buy a lot of ticket just about every day, every week, trying to win the lottery, trying to get something major happen in their lives.
I know.
Listen to me, when you hit Unpassive, you've hit jackpot. Can we say it together? When you hit Unpassive, you've hit jackpot.
Jackpot. Guys, I think we say
Period.
that together. When you hit Unpassive, you hit a jackpot. Yes,
Jackpot.
yes, yes.
That's it.
Keith, you've said a lot of stuff. I'm just very excited to like, I don't know where to start from. Talking about family. go
Yeah.
back again to say unpassive is different. Unpassive happened just very timely during these
Yes.
different moments in people's lives when so much happened. You remember the COVID season and all of those. Some people have lost their family members. Things, the COVID has separated people from families and so on. I watched people weep on the screen when they finally met family here in Unpassive. People will
Mm.
say it's been ages. I've not had anybody to talk to. I've not
Mhm.
had anybody to just look at me and ask me, how are you doing? But now, just the virtual hugs and the flying kisses and the thank you, brother, sister, and stuff has changed so many lives.
Yeah.
That's why we go ahead, we pray for people when they're sick, we send prayers, we send greetings, we ask about A, B, C, and
Yes.
D. This is
Yes.
different. This is not
Very
done
different.
anywhere. You know what,
Hmm.
Keith? It is not
Yes.
again like Ash is doing something that people have not done. Even as
Hmm.
we speak and we say this right now, there are people this rich. But what do? They amass it for themselves. They
Yes.
fly to space, they do A, B, C, D, and make
Hmm.
names to themselves. They buy
Yes.
businesses here and then kill them just to be the only eyed man in the country of the blind so that they'll be king. But Mr.
Yes.
Mufare says, I am not doing for me. If it's just
Hmm.
for me, I should be fine. I don't need this. I am just doing this to uplift humanity. I want to
Yes.
spread my tentacles from Florida, where I am sitting here, and get to the nooks and crannies of the world and change
Yes.
lives. And how does that happen? He drops like a drop of water in the sea, and the ripple effect goes on and on through you, through myself, through Gina
Hmm.
Liver, through all of these people watching us here. And it gets to where it is intended to get to. People
Yes.
don't do that. No, but that is why people think that he is not normal. That is
Hmm.
why people think that it is too good to be true because who takes their wealth and give it to
Yes.
people?
Uh,
That's
yeah.
what brings the difference in this whole thing we are talking about.
Yes.
So it is just, and I like when you say we are not promoting laziness. What is
Hmm.
unpassive? The job of unpassive is to empower people. The
Yes.
title for this platform happens to be Empowerment Network
Empowerment. There you go.
because that is all I could get. I feel
Yeah.
empowered and I speak to empower people. I just tap
Hmm.
knowledge to empower, say this is what you need to know because you need to be informed and stuff like that. Thanks
Yeah.
to Mr. Mufara. So
Yes.
he himself, he says, you cannot, there's no way you can climb a ladder with your hands in your pocket. You will
Hmm.
fall. Right? I come from a part of the world where we climb ladders from children. When we keep ladders, we climb on them. You have to hold it with both hands. So you are right to say we're not promoting laziness. Find out. Even the Bible says you should study and prove yourself worthy. So it's not a
Yes.
new thing. It is not
Hmm.
because it's all done for you that I have to fold my hands and wait and just place my arm and wait for the coins to drop here. That is not how
No,
it works.
that's not
You
what
are
it
not
is.
doing, yes, you're not doing anything much. Listen to
Yeah.
this, contribute in the chats, share the chats, just share your
Hmm.
excitement. You are not doing anything. Don't call, don't even pitch on passive if you can't, but just
Hmm.
be excited about it and wait for it. Get somebody who knows
Yes.
how to do it, or get any video that's explaining what is right and share
Hmm.
with people.
Yes.
Simple. That's your own part, and that's it.
But let me
Think
tell you
about your,
something.
yeah, bro.
So,
Go ahead.
sorry to cut you, Comfort.
Yeah, sure.
But let me tell you how simple Unpassivers as have made it to where you can come on board and you can be a silent participant, which means that you stay engaged with the process. You know when things are changing, you know when things are happening, and you just go according to what you're supposed to do. And even though you may not say nothing, maybe a ghost, so to speak, when the funds hit your wallet, you can say, you know what, I can help this cancer foundation. I can send some funds here so somebody can have clean water. I can support my ministry in church that I've been longing to do for so many years. You're a silent partner. There are many people who give money, wealthy people, and said, shh, don't say nothing. They don't see a word. They're silent investors who don't see a word. They're silent givers who don't see a word. But I say Unpassive is a kind of company that welcomes the heart that's willing to give. If you have a heart to give and bless somebody else, then Unpassive and you can be a good connecting team because that's what Ash is about. How much can you give when you've gotten yourself on good footing? How much can you see and help your brother along the way or your sister along the way? That's the heartbeat of Unpassive. And so that's why I hear it over and over again. Folks came, folks would say, when I came on board, yes, I saw the money. Yeah, I saw the potential. But after a while, I'm like, wait a minute, this is bigger than that. This is much bigger than that. How can I now give? That is because the spirit of this man is permeating the Unpassive family. That's how you know the leader says a lot on how we respond to what the vision of the company is. So I found myself wanting to naturally. I'm thinking about a foundation now in Africa. Get a foundation going. I have some links there. Set up some program for some boys and girls. Young girls, and teach them how to be young ladies, and provide for them those basic necessities that are sometimes very hard to come by. I have so many dreams and plans, and when I actually dream bigger, you better start dreaming bigger, because he knows exactly what he's saying. And so, again, we in a very powerful time in history where so many things are shifting, and the voice of Unpassive is rising. You can hear you can feel the vibration, and you can feel the rumble, and it's going to be a voice that's going to be like no other voice, because it's going to be infused with love, with transparency, with integrity, with faith, prayer. Good God Almighty, should I keep going or what? Should I keep on going or what?
I
Because
know.
this right here is a treasure chest. Like I did a video recently, a treasure chest. And
Right.
that's what Impassive is. It's a treasure chest. And the more you dig, it's like, wait a minute, you can't be serious. There's more and more. And it's just a blessing. Just a blessing that's hard to really even, you know, explain. But God is good.
Indeed, God is good, because when you say the journey on itself has been a learning curve. Like I think you and myself and any other person of us, the 1.5 million and all counting, we came for the money. But the
Hmm.
moment you get in and that light bulb goes on, you're like, oh, it's more than
Yeah.
money. It's
Hmm.
about humanity. That's
Yes.
why I have worked hard, Keith. I have spoken to hundreds of people on this platform. There are times
Yeah.
I ask, like, it's not news that you have to take care of yourself first. What are you planning to do for yourself? That special thing you've always wanted to give yourself, that treat, and you think that the time is now. They never talk about themselves. They say, listen, I am planning to go out to my community and do A, B, C, and D. I am planning to just go to this
Yes.
country and that and that and that. Because the CEO himself, he teaches by example. We know
Yes.
what he's been doing before, before
Yeah.
now, before even on
Yeah.
passive and stuff like that. He
Hmm.
teaches, he preaches what he practices. And so people just learned like that. And it's so simple, it's so easy. People who were greedy, people who were all sorts of mindsets. Everybody's
Hmm.
changed. There's a lot of transformation taking place in people's mindsets.
Transformation.
And you
Yeah.
see it, yes, you see it really going. You see that the future is bright. You see that by the grace of God, this journey is going to hit its destination, its logical destination, because
Hmm.
there's nobody who will take it and keep it to themselves. And you
Yeah.
know how it's going to go, bro, because there are some people, I always think, I believe so. There are some people who have never really like experienced love in themselves or
Yeah.
feel good, have a kind of treat or they just feel that I am meant to be down there and I can only be there. Then
Yes.
one day somebody just comes and uplifts you. They don't
Hmm.
only put a roof over your head, they empower you to listen. Take
Hmm.
this. This is what you can do. Because what Ash is doing now, I appreciate people who are philanthropists for the past centuries.
Hmm.
However, Ash is coming here now to transform philanthropy and make it real. It is no
Yeah.
longer about handouts. It
Hmm.
is about giving you a net and a fishing pool. Say, go
Yeah.
fishing. This is a
Yes.
pool for you. This is a net. Go pull it all the time. Do it yourself and get
Hmm.
fish for yourself. I
Exactly.
always believe, because I've been on the receiving side too, or a few times. I don't know about others. I've been
Hmm.
helped. It is not comfortable at all being helped, receiving help. So it
Yes.
improves even your mental health. It gives you even good quality of life. Just knowing
Yes.
that I know the source of this, the tuition fee for my children, the source of
Hmm.
the whatever thing for my children tomorrow, the schooling and everything is guaranteed, because this is the source. Go and put that thing off. Go and switch it off. and all of those things. It makes you feel different. You have that self-esteem, because
Yeah.
keep on waiting. I'm not sure. This is September. People's children are going to school. I don't have anything. If nobody stops by to give me something, my children will not go to school. But then you are
Mhm.
sure your children are going there. It's Christmas. You're supplying like to your children, just like others
Yes.
are. So what will
Mhm.
happen? How this thing will go right to the ends of the earth is, each
Mm.
time anybody has this feeling, this kind of blessing, they want to pay
Yes.
it forward. They surely have
Yes.
a neighbor or a friend who is of that class. They say, my friend, you know what? Somebody did this to me. I'm not
Yes.
keeping it to myself. So you
Uh-huh.
you you are taking it forward. Before you know
Yes.
it, the whole family, the extended family is taken care of, the community and so on. And that's how we spread wherever we just want to go to. So, we
Yes.
can go on and on and on and on and on. So
Mhm.
that is unpassive, and that's what would mean it is different. You can
Mhm.
write a whole book just telling people how different unpassive is, Keith.
Oh,
So I
yes.
think we should be gradually rounding up. I'll just give you time to say anything you have in mind, and then that would be it for tonight, bro. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Listen, let me again say to our CEO, if you're watching this, Ash, I mean, I must say that God bless you, sir, and your entire household. And, your vision and your not quitting idea or spirit, your fortitude, your mindset to really have a do or die attitude. And I know that God is with you, and He's giving you the insight and the strength that you need for the journey. In fact, what you need has already been prepared for you. And that's the powerful thing about it. But on a serious note, I always speak to the Impassive family. If you're watching, a lot of us, we have gone through frustrations, we've gone through doubts. Some of us probably thought of giving up. Maybe some of us have thought about, it's real, it's not real. You might have listened to other negative things, and maybe that has affected you in a way where you thought, I don't know anymore. But let me assure you this: unpassive is not your average movement. Unpassive is a complete paradigm shifting event. Unpassive is not a toy. Unpassive is a real life changing situation. In our lives, we may get one chance. We may get two if we're lucky. And most of us miss it in our 20s and 30s and 40s. A lot of us here are in our 50s and above. We have a second chance at life. We're going to get 20, 30 years back. That is what Impassive is doing, is giving us 20 to 30 years of our lives back. When you can really dream like you want to dream. And so let me encourage you. What you want to do is get yourself sunk into Unpassive as far as the information, what's coming out. Get on the webinars, listen, listen, take part, because it's going to be to your advantage. And so therefore, you're going to be able to position yourself more. If Unpassive is giving you a tank of water, why bring a cup? Don't bring a cup to Unpassive with a tank of water. Bring a whole drums. Bring barrels, man. It's going to be there. You're going to fill it all up. I'm telling you, folks, I saw this on the first day. And even now, I feel just as strong as I did 2, 3 years ago. Unpassive is going to change millions of lives. It's going to be on the news. It's going to be on the YouTube and Facebook. It's going to be on TV prime time. It's going to be talked about. It's going to be crazy. We're going to wonder what we're going to think we're in a dream. I'm telling you, you're going to think you're in a dream. What's about to go down? It's massive. This man is carrying something so heavy. I don't think even he knows how big it is. All right. But let me just be quiet because I'm going to get excited again. I'm trying to be serious. Folks, we are at the brink of something massive.
All right.
We can't miss this. We should not miss this. Let's keep our faith up. Keep praying for this man, praying for the mission, and praying for wisdom And I'm telling you, folks, if you just hang in there, a lot of you do one video and see what happens. Just do one video and put it online. There's 7 billion people in the world. Somebody's gonna see a video, I promise you, because they come in. All those folks who are naysayers and scam preachers, they're gonna come begging for mercy. Please, please, sir. I'm sorry. All right. They're coming. And I'm telling you, when you see what's ahead, you're going to be thankful. You're going to be grateful. So start to prepare yourself. Get your heart turned up, and get your gratefulness in place, because God's been good to us. All 1 point whatever million of us, and those, at least those who are awake. And if you have to see this video when you're awoken, you want to pass your family, don't drag your feet. Run. Hook up with one of us. We can try to fill you in. But it's here, folks. If you can smell it, I don't know, your nose got checked. We checked somehow, because I can smell this thing, okay? It's right under our nose. Comfort, let me just chill. Comfort, again, I must thank you, because you're just
Oh my
amazing.
God.
You're
I
amazing.
Keith, I can't wait. You just nailed it. You said a lot, but this one just got me. If Unpassive is giving you a tank of water, why bring a cup, guys?
Don't
Just
bring,
get
oh my
what you
goodness.
need. You know, just bring it all. Just bring all of the containers that the lady in the Bible and get the oil. It's
There you
flowing
go.
over and over
I'm
and over.
telling you.
So, guys, before we go, Keith has got a YouTube channel where he shares his own excitement from his own perspective about Unpassive. I think you just need to check on Keith's YouTube channel. He makes very straight, short and straight to the point videos and sharing his excitement and stuff every day like that. And let's see what he's got out there. And bro, we just love to have you here as many times as you can afford to join us. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful
I
evening.
had a great time, and listen, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, I'll be back.
I know.
Comfort, again, thank you for being
Thank
such an
you.
amazing host. God bless you.
Thanks, bro. Thank you.
All
Thanks
right.
so much. So, guys, if you have forgotten to subscribe, I think the minute is now. So just kindly go ahead, click the subscription button, click on the bell, because we like doing this on daily basis. And we also enjoy it when you join and make it interactive. That is the family that we are. Thanks again. Love you and see you soon. Bye.
God bless you.